Hey guys, 7WWETALKS here, and this is the debut episode, number 1 of 7WWE Talks. I know, creative title, right? But this will be what this is the series I was talking about where we give it that podcast feel. You won't have the camera in the way. Just my thoughts. I actually have notes, so unlike all my other videos, I do not have any type of notes. I just hit record and I start talking, and I think that shows that awesomeness and that professionalism. So I have notes in front of me. This series is basically just talking about all kinds of stuff. The first episode, this one, of course, I'll be talking about superhero movies / shows and some wrestling topics. I'm not going to try to take too much of your time, but trying to hit a lot of topics because I know a lot of people are actually pretty excited for this series, so I'm really happy about that. But whether you're watching TV and have this on the background, or you're lying in bed listening to this, or let's be honest, you're in the bathroom, I really do appreciate you guys listening to this, or I was gonna say watching, but you can't see my face, so listening and whatever. And so whole series, it's in the palm of your guys' hands, because if no one really cares for it, if I don't see a lot of comments or views or likes, or not views really, if I don't see a lot of comments and likes, I'm probably not going to continue the series, just because I'm like, if no one cares about it, then why do it? So it is rest in your hands, guys. Let me know feedback. I want to, like, comments, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think I should do, like adding topics. Should I have guests? Should I do, this stuff, and all that, greatness. So please, down below, critique me in the comment section down below. I'd really appreciate it. And just let me know what you liked and disliked about the show and what you think I could improve on. I really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. We're going superhero talk, and one thing I love about YouTube and the friends I've made is that you guys actually know what you're talking about when talking about superhero shows. Freaking at school, in high school, all the time, I'd be like, I'd be talking to a kid about superheroes, and I'd be like, oh, who's your favorite Marvel character? And they'd be like, Batman all the way. And I'd be like, he's not a Marvel character, but okay. So it's awesome that you guys know what you're talking about. I mean, a lot of you have comics, and you're watching the movie stuff, and you actually know what's going on, unlike people that I know in my personal actual life, which is awful. But let's get right into it. I got 4 superhero topics, and I'm going to start off with the only show on my list, Daredevil. Now, Season 2 debuts tomorrow. I am so freaking excited. I can't wait. I'm going to use 2 words that I really don't like to use with superhero shows and movies, and I'm going to explain why. So, 1, it's dark, and 2, realistic. Now, the reasons why I don't like to say that is, 1, because a movie or show's darkness, it's superhero movie and show. So it's, there's not a lot of them that are actually dark. A lot of people will say, The Dark Knight, or, any of the Batman movies. Dark, I don't know. I mean, a lot of little kids went to see that, so I really don't see, that's why I don't like using that. If a bunch of kids go see it, then I wouldn't consider it a dark movie. And I just don't think superhero movies can be dark. Comics, that's a whole different story. Comics are pretty freaking dark nowadays, but Daredevil, I mean, it's got this grittiness, freaking people are dying in these gruesome ways, which I really like about it. And when I said it was realistic, obviously I don't think, it's actually realistic, because, it's a superhero show. It's a blind guy fighting crime. Obviously it's not that realistic, but just how he fights, the fight scenes I love, because he gets tired, he takes hits. It's not just him, taking a shot to the face and just freaking instant kick up and, beating the crap out of people. He's getting hurt. He actually has to take breaths between fights. Episode 2, if you not have watched, first off, if you not have watched Daredevil Season 1, please just exit out of this video and go watch it. It's on Netflix, of course. So Episode 2, at the end, has an amazing fight scene. Probably one of my favorite fight scenes in superhero movie, show, history, whatever. Personally, one of my favorite fight scenes. It was freaking awesome, and that just made me want to watch it even more. So I'm going to try to watch the last episode of the season tonight, and then tomorrow, we got Daredevil Season 2, and I am so excited for it. I'm probably going to review it with a friend on this little show, so I'm really looking forward to that. But it's got the Punisher. We got Elektra this season. I'm so freaking excited for Daredevil. It blew the movie out of the water completely, and it's a great show. I really haven't came across someone that said it's bad that has watched it, honestly, and I think it's fantastic. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts on it. Daredevil, do you like it? Do you hate it? Whatever. Moving on, Batman vs. Superman, the movie, March 25th, next Friday. No, it will be next Thursday if they do the midnight showings or whatever, but I'm going to try to see it opening day, the Friday. This might shock a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys wanted me to talk about this, and I'm honestly, I know people are probably going to hate on this, but let me explain myself. Also, this does not mean start a Marvel and DC, war in the comment section, say, your opinion's stupid and whatever. I mean, just love these movies, honestly. But Batman vs. Superman, not looking as forward to it as everyone else. I just, honestly, it's a filler for me. It's them getting next to the Justice League. It's just, who really cares at this point? I feel like they've shown a lot in the previews, a little too much. The director, Zack Snyder, says that there's much, much more that they are not showing. I don't know if I believe that, honestly. Aquaman, they haven't shown, so I guess that's good. Aquaman, not one of my favorite characters by a long shot. I never thought Aquaman was a cool character, honestly. I think the only time I did was the Injustice video game. That was the only time I thought Aquaman was cool, but kind of a boring character. And just, I don't know if his reveal in the movie that they haven't shown him, since they haven't shown him in the trailer, I don't know if their big reveal of him is going to be like, melt my mind, be like, oh, it's Aquaman. I just am not excited with that character at all. Wonder Woman, yeah, she's pretty cool, but again, not really excited for her. But Ben Affleck is Batman. I'm actually pretty excited for it. Do I think the movie's going to be awesome? Absolutely. I'm just not as excited about it as everyone else is. I feel like a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon. I really, really am interested in see how Batman can actually hold up a fight against Superman. Honestly, when you think about it, it should just be, Superman destroying him. But I really, really do look forward to it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to buy it when it actually does happen. So Lex Luthor, played by Jesse Eisenberg, I'm actually really looking forward to. His parts in the previews I've actually really enjoyed. So I think he'll be a great Lex Luthor. And yeah, I mean, I'm not like just that excited for it. I don't know. I just feel like it's them, Doomsday's going to show up. They're going to be like, hey, bros, we've been fighting for the past hour and 40 minutes of the movie. Let's team up. We're best friends. Let's do it. Yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen. I mean, who knows? But yeah, those are my Batman vs. Superman thoughts. Moving on to Civil War. I'm excited for this one. I really am. Probably more than Batman vs. Superman. I know a lot of people are going to hate on that and be like, no, that's stupid. I'm Xing out this video pronto. But honestly, I'm really excited for it. The previews, I think, have done really good, showing all these great characters. You got Black Panther, who looks freaking awesome in the trailer when he's chasing Bucky. Ant-Man's going to be in it. That's going to be really cool. Just the teams I really like. Who am I thinking of? What's her face? Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch, she's in it. I mean, Black Widow. The big reveal in the newest trailer of Spider-Man, and I'm really excited for that. It looks like he's on Team Cap's side, or excuse me, Team Iron Man's side. Personally, for me, I'm on Iron Man's side. I think in the preview, Captain America is just romancing over Bucky, and they need to get over that. But I'm really excited for the movie. I think it'll be cool. When they say Civil War, a lot of people refer back to the comic books, of course. In that, Civil War comic book, it's just every character freaking known to man are going at it. In this movie, they seem it's kind of underwhelming because it's like 5 guys versus 5 guys in an airport or outside of an airport, just fighting randomly. So it looks, kind of funny, not the comic book standards of all those characters, but I'm excited for Spider-Man. I know a lot of people are hating on that, hating on his voice. I know a lot about having a high voice, and a lot of people are making fun of that. A lot of people are making fun of his suit. I thought the suit was pretty cool. Yeah, it's animated, whatever, but I thought it was cool. I thought it looked cool. I'm okay with it. I'm hoping, just from that one line, we're not going to judge the actor. But once we see more in the movie, I think he'll be really good. I don't expect him to be in it that much, honestly. I expect him to be a brief cameo maybe, and then his movie, obviously, they'll really talk about him and whatnot. But Civil War, I'm really excited for. The previews they've shown, just Iron Man versus Captain America and Bucky and all that stuff looks great. The one part in the trailer where Bucky pulls out a gun, shoots Iron Man, he's able to block it with his iron hand thing. That just, I was so happy about that. I think Black Panther's going to be really good. I'm really excited for him, honestly. He's looked great from the previews, and he seems like a fun character. But Civil War, I think it looks great. I'm excited for it. So moving on, X-Men Apocalypse. It's like they knew, guys. They posted a new trailer, brand new trailer today, and it just looks freaking awesome. Everyone's, Batman vs. Superman looks better. No, Captain America looks better. Honestly, for me, I am most excited for X-Men Apocalypse. I know a lot of people will be shocked about that, but if you have not seen Days of Future Past and First Class, go back, exit out this video and go watch those, because those are so good. I'm not talking about the, original 3 X-Men movies. I'm talking about First Class and Days of Future Past. Amazing, amazing stuff. They just rebooted that X-Men franchise and made it so, so, so good. And this one just looks like an all-out war. Like, it is building up. It built up perfectly. The first one, we, didn't know how to feel about it. They introduced all these new characters, and it was like, wow, this is good. Second one, they, have even more characters, and they're starting to introduce Magneto as this big villain. Third one, you got Apocalypse, Magneto, Professor X, all these X-Men. Jennifer Lawrence is in the mix. People, just all this crazy stuff is happening. It looks like it's actually an all-out war, freaking from the mutants, the evil ones versus the good ones. Apocalypse in the mix. I'm really excited for it. I'm most excited for this, honestly. The preview looked great. It looked, just crazy that all this stuff was happening. It looked like they're blowing up the world at one point. I'm really excited for it. I know a lot of people, have forgotten about that, and that really sucks because the first 2 movies were just fantastic, and I hate that it's all about, Batman, Superman, and Captain America. Let's not forget about X-Men Apocalypse. It looks really, really good, and I think it's going to be freaking awesome. But I want to hear your thoughts on all these movies, on the show Daredevil. I want to hear what you think, rank them. What do you think looks the best? What do you think looks the worst? Just let me know what your thoughts are. Once again, do not want to start wars and be like, oh, your opinion's stupid or invalid or whatever. Just let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. So on to the rest of the stuff. Also, I'm taking some questions from some people that asked me on Twitter. So AHS_rules on Twitter, but AHS and then space rules on YouTube. Definitely check out his channel. Got great content. He's an awesome dude. He asked me to list my Andre the Giant Battle Royal participants, or who I would have in the match. And I don't know if it's actually still happening. I would hope so. I really liked last year. I hated Big Show winning, but here's the deal. It's not about who wins. It's about what they do with him after. Like, anybody could have won King of the Ring, and we'd be like, okay, that's cool. Awesome. Neville won, or, Barrett won. People were excited about that. It's what they do with them after. That's the only thing that matters. Big Show, he won it, and it was like, okay, that's stupid. And he just was like, I'm a giant. Okay, we already knew that, but, you winning the Battle Royal really didn't make us think otherwise. But who did I put in? At this point, I'm sorry, the Wyatt family, just because what are they doing? I don't know, nothing. I put in all the social outcast people, your regular jobbers. Tyler Breeze, Jack Swagger, Mark Henry. I put in Big Show again just to get that shock factor of Michael Cole freaking out with whoever threw out Big Show. They'd be like, oh, they threw out the winner of last year. I put in Kane. Probably put in an NXT guy, someone like, screw it, Baron Corbin, just because I would like to see everyone throw him out, and then they also yell at him, go back to FCW or something like that. I think that'd be hilarious. But just your regular jobbers. I would think Braun Strowman would win it just because how they're building him, and I've heard rumors about that. But are they even doing it? I don't know. I mean, they really haven't announced anything. It seems like everybody kind of has something to do, and I would think if they didn't have something to do, yeah, they throw them into the Battle Royal together, but they haven't been hyping it up. So I don't know what they're going to do, but if they just go into it with all the jobbers and they're like, oh, yeah, pre-show Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant thing with no hype whatsoever, then it's like, yeah, who even cares at this point? But, yeah, those guys. I don't know if you're looking for someone specific, but it seems like everybody has something to do that are, not jobbers or on the undercard. It seems like most people have something to do. Sin Cara, whatever. But thank you, HS Rules. I appreciate it. So, TN Couponer on YouTube and Twitter. Who do I want to see Styles face at Mania? I'm guessing who I wanted to see, because I think it's obvious he's going to versus Jericho WrestleMania, hoping for a stipulation, fingers crossed. But I honestly would have wanted to see him versus Owens for the Intercontinental title. I think that'd be a really good match, just as they got awesome time. I heard their SmackDown match is good. Actually airs tonight, so go check that out if you haven't, or go check that out if you want to. But yeah, Owens for the Intercontinental Championship, it was what I was hoping for, or, versus Triple H for the WWE Championship, because he's just that great. But yeah, it's going to versus Jericho, and it's going to be hopefully a stipulation to make it a little exciting. But thank you for those questions, AHS Rules and TN Couponer. I really do appreciate it. And so moving on real quick, I'm going to wrap this up. I had 2 more topics. Neville getting injured. Oh, that sucked. And dang, is he tough for breaking his ankle and then doing a spinning kick and then a perfect Hurricane Rana after breaking his ankle is just crazy. It just blows my mind. I was thinking, how could he even do that? How could he literally stand up still? And then when he did the Hurricane Rana, Jericho was laid out so Neville could go to the top. He, like, literally tried to go to the top rope, but, like, fell before he could even make it to the top rope because, you know, his leg. I'm thinking, how was he even thinking about going up for a top rope maneuver after breaking his ankle? I just don't know. But him, if you haven't seen the video when the doctor tells him that he broke it or tells him something, I don't know the doctor lingo, but Neville, like, breaking down. He doesn't, like, bawl his eyes out, but you can tell he's just pissed and so sad. That really sucked. I was really, really disappointed, and just it sucks for him. He's gonna miss WrestleMania. He's not gonna need surgery though, but he'll be out. Probably they're saying most likely 2 to 3 months, which just really, really sucks that he worked so hard. Yes, he jobbed a lot, and they did nothing with him booking-wise, but he freaking made other people look good, and that was his job. So sucks that he's missing WrestleMania. It really does. I really, really like Neville, so that's really disappointing. But hopefully this is a blessing in disguise, and when he comes back, they freaking really push him and actually give him something to do. Please, WWE. And final topic, Drew Galloway is your new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know how happy I've been since a TNA champion like this. I was really happy when EC3 won, but I don't even think it was at that level. Like, Drew Galloway, I was just so happy for him. Probably the last time I was this happy for a TNA champ was like AJ winning, I would think, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting people mixed up. But Drew Galloway cashed in Feast or Fire. He's the first ever person to cash in the world title one and actually win. And I couldn't think of a more deserving person on that roster. Thank you. Get that title off Matt Hardy. Get that out of here. And Drew Galloway, so freaking excited for him. He hit the Claymore, the big boot, did the I don't even know, Mankind type DDT. The freaking Ambrose does it. Dirty Deeds, Future Shock, whatever he calls it. But I'm happy about that. It was just chaos in that main event. Michael Bennett showed up to help Matt Hardy. I don't even know why. He wasn't even feuding with EC3, but he was just helping him. Freaking Tyrus was there. Rockstar Spud. That woman in the front row got knocked out by EC3's leg when Bennett threw him over. It was awesome. I knew about it because Galloway tweeted like minutes before that he was already champ. And people were telling me, a bunch of people were like, you need to watch TNA. Something big happens. Because it wasn't actually live. It was like an hour tape delay. And people were like, you got to watch TNA. And I was like, freaking Galloway probably cashes in because it was Hardy, another Hardy, and EC3 in the main event. And I was like, people want to be freaking out this much if EC3 won. He's awesome, but people want to be freaking out this much. And I was like, I don't think it's Jeff Hardy either. And people dang sure wouldn't be telling me to watch TNA if Matt retained. So I was like, yeah, Galloway's winning. But it was awesome. I can't wait to see what his reign is. Hopefully they're doing good stuff like today and tomorrow and whatever for the TNA tapings with him. But beyond happy, I think he freaking deserves it. And I hope he has a dang good reign. I'd love to see him keep it to BFG or even longer or whatever, but don't turn him heel. Please, TNA, don't add him to a dumb stable. Let him be the face of TNA and carry that title. Please, that's all I'm asking. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, this is the first episode, guys. I'll get better at it. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Let me know once again what you thought of all the superhero talk, the wrestling talk. Should I keep it 2 topics and, should I keep it like superhero stuff or whatever? But I'm basically, this is in your hands, this series. You guys just ask me throughout the week, oh, this would be cool to talk about, or this would be the big topic to talk about for 7WWETALKS. Such a creative title. I'm so good. But please let me know. Thank you to the one viewer/listener. I really appreciate you hanging on this. And like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WWEROCKS. Sorry for going on way too long, but I just love superheroes and I love wrestling. I think you all knew that very long ago. So thanks so much for listening. And yeah, once again, just let me critique me in the comment section down below. Let me know the positives, negatives, whatever. And I really do appreciate it. And thanks so much for listening. And as always, have a nice day, guys.